Right, the end tackle. Now I like to keep it quite simple. This is one of my favourite rigs, the running ledger. And basically, your lead is on a clip swivel, which then is slid onto your main line. A bead, the reason for a bead is to act as a buffer so that the clip swivel doesn't damage the knot which is tied onto the swivel of your trace. Trace normally around about 18 inches long, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, again what you're fishing for and where you're fishing. The breaking strain of the trace can be anywhere from 15 to up to 40 pound. Again, depends what you're fishing for. On this one, I've got 25 pound line. It's always quite good to have fairly heaviest line down here because we've got the Atlantic swells, there's a lot of turbulence. Too light a line very often tangles up. And if you don't bait your hook properly, you get a twist when you're casting, that'll tangle your trace up as well. And hook size depends on what you're fishing for. On this particular trace I've got a 1/0 because I'll be looking for place. That's what I'm mainly looking for today. So, but you know, sizes can vary from size 1/0 right up to 8, 9, 10/0 if you're conger fishing. Right, next one. One of my other rigs. Again, this is a running ledger. So same procedure as the last one I showed you, you know. But where the lead on the other one was clipped on, I've got a light piece of nylon. Now this is to attach your weight, and because this one's rigged for wrasse fishing, you're going to be fishing in amongst the rocks. So you just slide a swivel onto your main line, B to act as a buffer, and then your trace. And your trace, this one's about 8 inches long, but again you could vary it to where you're fishing or your preference. And on the end of the trace I've got a 2/0 hook because you get some big wrasse down here. So I don't want anything too light because otherwise they'll bend it out and you lose them. The trace, you can vary the trace, depends on the terrain you're fishing. On this one's 25, but sometimes I'll go as high as 40 pound, especially if some of the wrasse are big because they've got a fair lot of teeth on them and they can chomp through your line. Your light line could be anything, 15 pound, 20 pound, something like that. And on the end, on this one, I've tied a spark plug because I don't like losing the lead weights. And we're not casting any distance, we're basically fishing below our feet. Right, next trace, spinning trace. When I can pick it up, come here. Right, now this is very simple. On your main line, it's tied a 3-way swivel. Now I'm going to show you this. And on the 3-way, you've got a link which takes your lead weight. But if you look, that the 3-way is like opposite to what you normally would rig up. The lead goes on the odd part of the swivel. This is so you get a through action when you're spinning with this trace. Your trace is approximately 3 foot long, 15 pound line. I like using quite light line with this because I'll be spinning a sand eel. So you want the sand eel to look as natural as possible. And on the end of the trace is a size 1/0 hook. And this is an ideal size for your mackerel and your pollock, which I'll be targeting. Thank you for watching. That was a few of the rigs we use down here. Just scratch the surface. There's loads more. Maybe next time. See you later. Bye.